What is going on, Wildlife X team? This is Michael here, and in today's video we're going to be going over 5 unique European wildlife animals, or animals that have a particular interest in Europe. We've done this before for Australia and Asia, so if you're interested in checking those out, make sure to check our YouTube channel and find them. But for this video, we'll be going over 5 unique European wildlife animals. Enjoy! Number 1 on the list is reindeer. They can technically be found in North America as well, where they're called caribou, but reindeer are particularly iconic in Russia and the Scandinavian countries. Okay, this is the far north, and they've become culturally synonymous with European Christmas. Reindeer are typically associated with Santa Claus, and flying reindeer with taking Santa Claus, flying him above the houses, and giving all of the kids presents, stomping on every single person's house. And sometimes people in Christmas will actually leave food out for the reindeer or Santa Claus himself. But reindeer, again, they can be found in North America, but they're very culturally synonymous with Christmas in Europe. Number 2 is the lynx. The Eurasian lynx is native to both Europe and Asia and tends to prefer Europe itself. It prefers to live in forested areas, and it's currently being introduced to Western Europe, where it was killed off. You see, Western Europe has absolutely high population density. There's people everywhere, and there's not as much natural wildlife. It's all cities and, you know, lots and lots and lots of people. So the lynx was actually killed off in Western Europe, but now the lynx is being taken from Eastern Europe and less populated areas with lots of dense forests and reintroduced into Western Europe. Hopefully this reintroduction is successful, so that way we can integrate wildlife animals with our cities and we don't kill them off, but instead we live together. Number 3 on the list is the Eurasian wolf. The Eurasian wolf is located primarily in Russia as well as the Eastern Europe, and it's a relative of the gray wolf that we have. Like many of the European species, the Eurasian wolf was systematically killed off and can only be found in the less populated areas of the continent. The reason for this is because of potential hassles of living alongside humans, such as hunting our animals, getting in fights with our pets, potentially attacking small children. So it was systematically killed off to get rid of them. People didn't want to deal with it, but now it can only be found in the less populated areas of the continent. This is specifically Eastern Europe, where the population density isn't going to be as much as Western Europe, and there's going to be more areas filled with nature and kind of just nothingness. This is where the Eurasian wolf can be found, as well as lots of areas in Russia. Number 4 is the brown bear. Now, North America actually also has a brown bear itself, but it's also very unique to Northern Europe, specifically Scandinavia and mountainous areas, less populated areas, Russia and whatnot. Many people don't know that there actually are bears kind of hidden around in Europe. There aren't going to be as many, such as in Canada, where there's just so much wildlife, there's so much nature, there's not a whole lot of cities. However, in very, very northern areas, we're going to have brown bears, polar bears near the polar regions, and so there actually are bears in Europe. And a lot of people, such as Americans and Canadians, don't know this, but also down south a little bit too, you can actually find brown bears in very mountainous areas. They're not that common though, so if you're ever going hiking, you don't have to be too worried or whatever. Whereas if you're in Canada or in a huge national park in northern USA, you might have to be more worried about the brown bear because they're going to be much more common. Number 5 on the list is the urban fox. A quirk of urbanization in many European countries is that urban foxes, which are basically red foxes living in urban areas, have shown up absolutely everywhere. They're not uncommon, but a good picture is tough to get with these creatures just because they tend to avoid humans. They're a little bit sneaky, but urban foxes are starting to become more urbanized and whatnot, kind of like raccoons in the USA, where they used to be primarily creatures found in wildlife, but now they're starting to become urbanized, they're becoming more intelligent, they're realizing that they can leech off of human society, they can eat our waste, and they can basically leech off of us. And the same is happening with the urban fox in Europe. So that's it for the video. We hope you guys enjoyed 5 unique European wildlife animals. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you know any yourself or you have any ideas that are culturally connected with Europe, for example, or a European country, leave it in the comment section below. Again, my name is Michael with Wildlife X Team, and we'll see you later. Have a great day.